I'd like to share something with everybody. This is a tegu that came back to me today. She'll be 2 years old this coming June. She's one of my stock. I sold her almost 2 years ago at a local pet shop along with some other babies. A local guy bought her. I didn't know who had bought her. He came by my house today and knocked on my door and wanted to drop this tegu off, and he wound up having to move out of his home. He had been keeping this tegu under a regular basking light, not UV, and been substituting this tegu with vitamin D3, as he read on one of these breeders' websites that you can substitute vitamin D3 for UV. Look at this animal. This animal is one of the worst cases of MBD that I've seen. If you look at the head to the back of the legs, look how short coupled this animal is and how deformed this animal is. Look at the spraddling in the back legs. Look at the way this animal's moving. I mean, she can barely get around. Very, very bad case of MBD. And the thing about it is, she can't move right or correctly because she has this disease that could have been prevented with proper UV. You cannot substitute vitamin D3 for UV on any animal that requires D3 or is a basking lizard. You cannot do it. This is a marketing ploy that was made up by animals that are sold as albinos that cannot stand the bright lights, and it is nothing more than a marketing ploy. You cannot have an animal survive without proper UV lighting. This is a pure classic sign of metabolic bone disease caused by a breeder that turned around and said, okay, well look, you can substitute D3 for UV. This animal is the one that suffers in the end for not having the proper UV, just so you can market your albino animals that require UV lighting. That's what this is all about. This animal is deformed because somebody put it on their website that you can substitute D3 for UV. And this is the results of that. Look at this animal. Look at this animal. This animal is going on 2 years old. As you can see, she is very, very small for her age. She is very, very sick. This animal cannot live a happy, healthy life like a normal tegu would. I doubt that this animal will be able to survive. This animal more than likely will have to be euthanized. She can't hardly use her front legs at all. She can't use her front legs at all. I can tickle her tail. As you can see, she can't hardly go nowhere. She's just absolutely in very, very sad shape. You can see this animal is in very poor shape, and this is all due to a breeder that wanted to market albino animals and knew that they couldn't stand the bright light that a natural UV light would produce, and he decided to go ahead and make a lie and say, okay, well look, you can substitute D3 for UV. That's what that gets. That's where that gets this animal, in that lie. Somebody puts faith in a breeder that makes a lie so he can market other animals that are albinos, and they go by what he said on his website, and this animal's the one that suffers. And I'm sorry, but this really makes me mad that people would turn around and destroy their animal over what one of these so-called reputable breeders say is right. This is proof right here that that breeder is nothing but a liar. The animal in this video says it all. D3 cannot be substituted for UV. D3 is dangerous when fed to a reptile. No one knows how much D3 is enough or how much D3 is too much, but they put it in these reptile supplements. You cannot substitute for UV on the D3. It will not work. Powdered D3 is nothing but poison. This animal must absorb the vitamin D3 through its skin with proper lighting. It cannot absorb the D3 through its stomach. It will not. And this is the results of a very poor breeder saying marketing ploys to sell albino animals. If you know of a breeder that's selling albino animals and makes the claim that you can substitute D3 for UV, here's your proof that they're a liar. Right here. They're wanting to sell you an animal, and when the animal dies, from not having proper UV, they're going to blame it on you. You're the one, the customer, that gets stuck with the animal dying on them. This is the proof of what I'm saying. Thank you. From Varnyard Herbs Incorporated.